That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now, 313-595-8845. Once again, that's 313-595-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30, 50. You turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ for you. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. That's myfavoritedj.com.
The combined power of a group when working together is greater than the total power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy. From the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working out together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more, what we specialize in: red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. 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 Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoyia, Dashawn, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen and get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strongcast. I am your host, John Q, in this bitch. And welcome to episode 126, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, we,
26.
Yeah. Oh, y'all hear who that is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm your host, John Q, in this bitch. We got sis in the house, the Latoyia, Dashawn. What's up, sis?
What's up?
And you know what, man? We got this. We got stranger danger up in this motherfucker today and shit. You know what I'm saying? Give it up to brother Don Snipes in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What up, though, brother?
Yeah, I do look different on there, huh?
I told you, man.
Do.
Look like a different mother.
You do.
Look like a different brother. Look like a different brother, man. Where you been, man? How's it going, man?
I just let my beard grow out a little bit.
You sure that's it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Hair look, I need a haircut, but it's all good.
Well, shout out. Hey, look, we back in the building, y'all. Hey, what up, though, Dr. Ruckus?
Hey.
You say, Mr. I love porcelain women.
I love porcelain women.
So it's just gonna be us for the night, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Our guest had a little emergency, so we gonna go ahead and hold it down. But he will be back. You know what I'm saying? So give it up to say, Kevin Biggs in the building. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably listening at least. You know what I'm saying? He probably called in, but y'all already know what it is and shit. This is where gym conversation meets podcasting. So what y'all do is when y'all come to the gym, y'all dap it up. And when I mean dap it up, y'all go ahead and hit that like button, share it on out, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right. So what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all been say she. Just go ahead. I don't even want to say nothing.
Kick it out.
Like what's up, sis? How was your strong?
Well, I'm fresh off a plane.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Literally drove from the airport straight to the studio.
That's hell of a dedication.
Yeah.
Hey, look, salute, and flex.
You know, gotta show up for the team.
Absolutely.
It was good. It was good. I spent my strong end in New York.
Okay. Stinking out New York.
I had a good time, but
okay.
I think the good time was just the company that I keep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not necessarily the city itself.
Mm-hmm.
But now, spectacular views, right? Times Square, very overwhelming in terms of
a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of people, a lot of noise, a lot of crazy drivers. You risk your life every time you cross the street.
And them taxis be so inches away from people told.
Listen,
man, they don't care.
They do not care.
Super aggressive out there.
Yeah,
man.
But no, it was good. It was cold. It was extremely cold, but it was a good time. I was prepared. I was layered up. Okay.
All right.
I felt like a lot of times though in New York, even though it might be cold, there's so many people out there that it feel warm to me for some reason.
No.
All those lights.
You're like, no. Said not this time.
Nah. So in Times Square, it wasn't too bad because all of the buildings is kind of blocking the wind. So during the day when the sun was up, it was cold, but it was bearable. But 4:30 hit and that sun started to go down, them temperatures drop.
Yeah.
It's not no bueno. Time to get indoors.
Like for New York, I don't like New York, right?
Me.
I don't care what time, because all the fat people still skinny. From the waist down, they walk so much that they skinny, bro.
Yeah.
They be this big.
Up top,
yeah.
They legs.
You say like linguini legs and shit, you know what I mean?
It's almost them this skinny.
damn.
When you go there, you go, especially in Manhattan, because everything's so fast.
Yeah.
They got 4 Starbucks on one corner.
Yeah, that's
it definitely was not a lack of Starbucks. That is for sure.
Not at all.
Yeah,
There's 7 million people though in one city in New York, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
9 million.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. It's hella aggressive, man. And like I said, when I went there before, it's been some years ago, but still, I'm like, I don't never have to go back to the East Coast like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I really don't, man. I love my cousins and them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I said I didn't have a slice of pizza.
No?
I didn't.
What?
New York style pizza is kind of thin to me, and
That's the type of pizza I like.
You gotta go
I don't like the thick bread.
Cagoozes is the big slice. But you're right, it's thin, but the crust is still thick on the end.
Yeah, listen, I said it. I was like, I'm going to New York. I gotta have a big slice of pizza. You know, the kind that you have to fold and have to eat. And I just never made it around. So I had a lot of other good food, but I never made it around to the slice of pizza.
I feel like I saw some oxtail Jamaican style pizza.
Ooh, yes.
That sounds kind of
sinful.
Yeah, it kind of had my taste buds saying,
but it ain't no such thing as an oxtail.
Yeah, that's like
cowtail.
Yeah, it's cowtail right there by the booty hole.
right by booty hole. It's cowtail.
Y'all eat booty hole tail meat.
well, if you ever go to Baby, I call it Baby New York.
Booty hole.
That's one thing I don't do.
Go to Philadelphia. Go to Philadelphia. You will
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Philly for Philly.
Yeah, don't eat the Phillies.
No.
Please. They Philly steaks is trash.
no, they trash as hell to me. Yeah.
Everybody be always saying that they Philly cheesesteaks be
It's only
good.
2 places you want to go in Philadelphia to
Really?
get good cheesesteaks. That's
That's bad business.
Shiska Bilbos, which is ran by Koreans or Orientals, and Jimmy's. Jimmy's on South and 4th Street. That's right.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. When
That's
I had
bad
this
promotion, man.
it sounded gimmicky to me. And when I got there, I was excited.
It was trash.
It was trash?
Yes.
Bro, I think they just like the cheese sauce that go on or something. I don't know, but it was kind of.
And I don't like cheese sauce on Philly cheesesteaks.
No, I like some
sliced cheese.
Yeah, I like some real
But
cheese.
that's non-Philly. That's non-Philly. And the original cheese steak is like Steakums.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like that's from Geno's and Pat's.
That's
which is on 9th and Passion. They right there on the corner, and they both competitors. But it's terrible. But Jimmy's has the best Philly cheesesteak.
Jimmy's, okay.
But they don't accept credit cards.
I mean, I feel that.
Cash only.
Cash only.
That's all right. Shit, I carry cash still sometimes.
They was down for like 2.5 years due to a fire. But they came back strong, bro. They came back strong.
Okay.
That's what's up.
All right, say before I go. You know what I'm saying? You got to go ahead and give us the look.
Man,
the lay
listen.
down, the low down, man. You ain't been here in about 38 years. No.
I had the opportunity to direct my first series. We did about 6 episodes. Shout out to JQ Productions, James and McKeever. And it was really exciting. I had the opportunity to work with a lot of folk. Crystal Doll and Denzel Dandridge. Donnell, who came up here and was able to rock out with us.
Oh, me and him was security guards, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish I
Donnell
could
and
see heaven.
Sierra.
Y'all better go check that out too.
And so it was dope, man. It was time was had.
Okay.
Let me just say that.
I'm looking forward. Hey, look,
shout out to
that shit.
the crew. I had Jayla Mosley, Jayla Ford. I had Blue Clover, as DP. So shout out to Rodney and Nate and Greg. And we had Joe Quick, doing all the gaffing and all that kind of stuff. So man, we had a real solid team.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it done. Shout out to Red and Q, makeup and wardrobe as well. Can't forget about those guys or those women. So it was an adventure. And let me just say that I'm gonna take about a week and get some rest. It's one thing to shoot one movie, but to shoot 6 smaller ones is definitely a lot that goes into it. A lot of operation, a lot of creating in the space, and a lot of everything. So but again, it was what I signed up for. I'm very grateful and appreciative of having the opportunity, man, and I can't wait till everyone gets a chance to see it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the project. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's gonna be great. You got your hands and feet all in the shit. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
How was your strong end, bro?
Mine wasn't too bad and shit. Before I get to my strong end, I want to say shout out to Ballin' with Rich in the building. You know what I'm saying? And chat, he said what's up to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mine was pretty good. Believe it or not, Saturday and shit got with my good brother Ben, aka Loops. For his 50th, tomorrow is his actual birthday, so we got together and stuff like that, and some of everybody, man, at what was it called, BLVD or something?
Boulevard.
Yeah, the Boulevard or something.
Northwestern Highway.
Yeah, so we met out there and had a couple of drinks and some food and stuff like that, and chopped it up with everybody. And
how'd you like the food?
I had just what was it, catfish nuggets? I really wasn't, because I already had ate, so I just had that and maybe a couple drinks, so I was cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mariah, she liked it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the food.
Didn't I have a birthday or something?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Is that still the same place?
No,
I thought that's what I thought.
Some daiquiri.
That was like last year or something, right? Or the year before last?
Maybe 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I told. Look, that's what I told.
It was a daiquiri spot.
And there was something before that too.
No.
I'm telling you, it was something else.
It was like Southern Daiquiri Boulevard.
Yeah.
No, so I'll get it in a minute. It's owned by Q's.
Okay.
The Q's on it. It's like 7 to 8 of them.
But yeah, that's what I told Mariah. I was like, I think I've been here for your for your birthday.
Like that. It was something like that.
Yeah.
At one point, they did do some daiquiris. I just remembered that.
Yeah, but it's called something. It was Debo's.
Debo's. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Because as I said, when we walked up in there and shit, I told Mar, I said, I've been up in here or something. I said, I think this is where Don had his birthday thing. But
Since they knocked out the wall down, they got the whole other side.
Yeah. No, that's where I had the thing at. You know what I'm saying? I just don't remember when, and I filmed in there before too.
Okay.
But yeah, no doubt.
So
man.
So we went there, you know what I'm saying, chopping up with everybody, and also, hey, look, I gotta give a shout out to Tim at TNT Cakes Creations and More. Yesterday was his birthday, and my godbrother's junior birthday was yesterday.
Wow.
So shout out to old Willie, as he called in. You know what I'm saying, be talking this shit. You know, so shout out to y'all, man. Happy birthdays, good brothers, and
all these Sagittarius folks.
All these damn Sagittarius.
Yeah. They be sagging, boy, when Sag season comes.
Yeah, that's what Kev was up here talking about. He's Sagittating.
Man,
he's Sagittating. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh yeah, that's crazy.
Sagittating coming up.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check him out too, man. I'm gonna definitely check out his. He got a comedy show coming up on 12th and 13th.
And Latoyia was so geek. She was like, finally somebody I'm taller than.
Man.
Wait, who is it?
Kev, you know Kev. Kev Big. Big Shorty. You get a man up here. Yeah, you know, grew up with him. Yeah. But anyway.
Big Shorty.
Yeah. Here you go, man. Hey, I hope you hear this shit, Kev. So when you come up there, he gonna get the roasting you. He gonna get the roasting you.
That's my little buddy.
Right. Oh shit. Y'all stupid, man. So look,
I ain't fucking around with no comedian. No, thank you.
Hey, look, you already know
that up to the other comedian.
Right. So look, you know, besides say the strong end, I want to touch on real quick what we were just talking about before we went live about the Lions, man. I think Thursday, you know what I'm saying, was probably the end of their season unless they went out and get a little help or something. But it's too much stuff going on right now. You know, we had, say, high hopes, you know what I'm saying, of them going to the Super Bowl and all kind of shit, and it seemed like it just turned, like everything just hit a immediate left real turn fast. Like real fast. You know what I'm saying?
How do you make those? That's funny, Sam.
Shit, Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. And you know what to do. Yeah. Talk to it and let it, you know, type it in or whatever. But yeah, that's some silly shit. But yeah. So what y'all think? I know you was there. How was your experience at the game? Why you said that?
Listen, I said you could hear a rat pee on cotton, and it was 60,000 plus folk in there. And I mean, I feel like it was our first two drives that something clicking was just like, nope, today ain't that day. No, listen, we literally could not convert on third down. Yeah. Like our first three goes at it. You know, maybe more than that.
That's been one of their problems this whole season. Yeah.
And I fell asleep about 6 times.
Do you think they're gonna lose some players? Like literally, players gonna want to leave?
I don't think so.
No, because they didn't lock down a lot of their core. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of players that they didn't lock down. Say they core is no. It's gonna be a few, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna leave. Like probably some of the older ones, like Anzalone.
I ain't know who that is.
He's a linebacker, but he's an older linebacker.
How do you know who Anzalone is?
Man, I never paid some.
Call him Thor out there, man.
I never paid some no attention.
Yeah, he's the white boy with the long hair that be flying around. You know what I'm saying? They call him Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Now I know who he
is. Yeah.
White boy with long hair ain't a good, because I feel like we got a few players that got long hair. Don't Hutch got long hair?
Yeah,
no, he cut it off.
He cut his off.
What about the dude start with a Z? Zadinsky or whatever?
So, no, he don't got long hair nowhere neither.
Nah. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know who you talking about.
We don't got nobody start with a Z?
Yeah.
Man, I know.
I know he's on. You're right. He's on the defensive line.
Yeah, Z.
Defensive line.
Somebody help us out.
Bro, listen.
Come on,
I wasn't that tired.
Come on, Richard.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You might have your dreams so hey, you got me stuck on this.
We don't got nobody on our team start with the name start with a Z?
He like Zimmerman. I seen him.
Yeah, the only person I remember was Darius Smith.
I was
he
about to say Darius, but he ain't even there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My
He
bad.
played with
I'm
them
gonna
last
look it
year,
up.
you know. But anyway, yeah. So I just put it like this, y'all. You know what I mean? What y'all think? Y'all think they season over with? Y'all think they still got a chance? You know, let us know. Call in at 810-560-0658. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all think about, you know, the trajectory of the Lions season at this point. You know what I mean? Do they stand a chance to you know, beat the Cowboys Thursday? They play them Thursday night.
Oh, this
Downtown.
week.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they play this week Thursday
so
night.
we-
Yeah, he said
So-
they was going to pay Anzalone. Oh yeah, no, they did. They paid him just to stay here for this last year because he was trying to hold out during training camp, but he's gone after this year. He's older. And then our starting linebacker Jack Campbell, or whatever, is going to be the next one to get paid. Him and Laporta and Brian Branch
Yeah.
and Gibbs. They're going to have to pay them. So yeah, they got some more. They got some more players they got to pay.
That
You
they
know what
got
I
to
mean?
leap for, too.
Yeah.
They gotta keep Gibbs. If they
Yeah.
get rid of Gibbs, that's a wrap. They trade him like, oh.
Yeah. No, that's not going to
Gibbs
happen.
and Montgomery, they ain't letting them go.
No.
Montgomery, don't be surprised. I hope not, because you know what?
Is that
He's at the end of his contract.
Is that Knuckles?
Yeah, but I don't know why they would.
They need to keep him though. See, the only reason why that the Lions look the way that they look is because of their offensive line, and they not able to run the ball like they have been normally used to, and that's why they look that way too, because they can't protect Jared Goff. You know what I mean?
Buddy running around like a.
Yeah.
Well,
He
ain't the one to be scrambling.
No,
he's
he's
not running around.
Right.
Well,
Well,
but
I
he
mean,
shouldn't
you can't-
have to be.
Well, once again, and shit, saying the wise words of what's my man name, Neil Rule and shit. Just because you're a mobile quarterback don't mean and shit that
You
you're
need
gonna be
to be mobile.
successful.
Right.
No,
Yeah. Right.
That's true.
no.
'Cause
Okay,
Buddy
so
got
look,
two left feet.
well, guess what though? Just what a week or two ago and shit. What's his name? Josh Allen, right? From the Bills, and say when the Lions played against the Ravens, they both supposed to be mobile quarterbacks, right? Well, Josh Allen got sacked 7 times. Why the fuck he ain't just run away, right? Well, what about Lamar Jackson? When we played against, we sacked his ass 7 times. Why the fuck he ain't just run away? So it don't, you know, that shit is a myth about being a mobile quarterback. Now I will say this. You still need to be able to extend the play and keep your head downfield. You know what I'm saying? To navigate. You know what I mean? Where the hell is But just to be a fucking run. No. Now, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
I was just going to say.
It's like some of the best fucking
Lamar Jackson
but it don't matter.
and Michael Vick.
If you don't have an offensive line,
Mike Vick was a beast.
listen. If you don't have an offensive line to protect you, I don't care if you're a runner or a pocket passer. It don't matter.
And that's what's been.
It only take 2 seconds to get on your ass.
Whoever is the right lineman for golf need to be either traded, or
say they just weren't protecting them.
Man, the first two people, man, they let the people in
guard
all
and
the
tackle.
time.
Guard and tackle.
I always let them in every time. You be sitting there like
shit. They might be in on that sports betting.
Right.
I see a Kelly Green in the building too says that and they got to get Kelly Green got to get another edge rush. That's another thing. So it's a lot of things and stuff that our general manager kind of neglected. You know what I'm saying, this year too, and we all knew it. You know what I'm saying, but yeah, we hope for the best. But shit, it's biting them in the ass now.
They go to Z. They go to Z.
Oh, Shane's he's a tight end. But he's like a third. Yeah, he not a starter. yeah.
That's what
I knew it was somebody.
About.
Damn it! I know what the hell.
He like, I was looking at their jersey.
Yeah,
man.
Something.
I don't want to give up hope on our boys. Anything can happen, but it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, even look, this is. I hate to bring this shit up because I thought we buried SOL, the same old Lions, but this is like some typical some SOL shit where we just had Frank Ragnow to say he coming back out of retirement. We thinking this shit, we about to get Frank back. And guess what?
He failed the physical.
He failed his physical, so he can't even come back and play to help their ass.
Ain't some more Twinkies.
I said, wow, that is crazy. That's only some Lion shit. That's only some same old Lion shit.
You know, I think we know better than to get excited about any Thanksgiving game.
Man,
I don't know. They won last year.
We know better.
Yeah, they won last year. They barely did. Remember we was watching that shit with Cuz? Hey, we was over cousin in them house and they was talking shit because they came from Chicago and they was talking so
barely
much
won that
and we
way
barely,
last year. Matter of fact,
beat Chicago
last year was so crucial.
Yeah.
We had folks watching the game in different parts of the house, and like the signal was different.
Yeah, and
So we
hearing this
so
shit
we
downstairs like,
literally,
we like.
So literally at some point, our cuz from Chicago come up and he grinning. And we like, whoa, wait a minute. What you grinning about? And then, you know what I'm saying? Then we got to catch up because the signal upstairs ain't. Man, next thing I know, they pulled it off at the last minute. That was...
Damn, 9th hour.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, well.
But we'll see.
At this point, I'm going to the Steelers game in a couple of weeks. We need to take home a win on that.
Well, listen.
Steelers game.
I need that.
I'm gonna tell you just like this.
I need that.
They have to win Thursday. If they win Thursday, then the possibility of them of still making the playoffs is still alive. But they really need to win out, right? Or they might can lose maybe one more game, but that's it. I don't think they're gonna get in at no 10-7 or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But who knows, man? They might go ahead. Hey, listen, I'll tell you like this: if they don't win, say Thursday, if I was them, I'd tank the rest of the year. Fuck it. Your players is hurt. Shit ain't going the right way. Mail it in. Get you a better draft pick and shit next year. Get your draft situations, you know what I'm saying? So, like your seating. Because you need to get you a defensive end. You need to get you a defensive end. You need to get you another offensive lineman. You probably might have to get you another safety. You see what I'm saying? And get some of your players back that's healthy.
Well, that's a hell of a fucked up strategy, but it's strategy.
Yeah. I mean, because other than that,
it's chess, not checkers.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's kind of fucked up.
All right.
Anywho.
Yeah, all right, y'all. So y'all ready to get into this main topic real quick?
Let's do it.
All right, y'all. So look, main topic of the night. Ignoring the truth will continue the lie or lies. All right? So, I'll tell you like this. It says, why ignoring the truth will be detrimental and downright disrespectful to you, your family, and your lineage. So let's take a little history trip. I want to go ahead and just somebody that just passed recently that was significant in history, right? You had an elder. Her name was Viola Fletcher, right? She was a survivor of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, right? Mm-hmm. She was 7 years old when it happened. She just passed November 24th at the age of 111 years old, right? Rest in power, all right? So, this country, these politicians, these bootlicking coon-ass niggas have stood by and ignored the truth of one of the worst injustices that ever been repaired to this country, right? This country annually gives out money to other, say, survivors or other, say, quote-unquote holocausts and everything else, right? And that shit ain't even happened on American soil, but this did, you know what I mean? Where you had the actual government themselves that was bombing, say, a lot of, say, black communities and stuff like that, right? So ignoring this truth about this injustice, you know, has been very detrimental to our people to this day. So my question is this: things like say education, which we can say is it education or indoctrination, as far as these holidays, relationships, friends, family, finances, politics, religion, when it comes to ignoring the truth, do you believe that it's, you know, that is a good thing or a bad thing or indifferent? How do you feel? You know what I mean? Do you feel like it's to be honest with you, I just feel like, you know, when you ignore the truth or whatever, you do your ancestors a disservice, you do your family a disservice, you do yourself a disservice, and it's very detrimental, you know, to people in a community and stuff like that, you know. But we can just go say with history. Ignoring, say, history itself, right, causes, say, a lot of lies to continue, right? Because you know, you've been in school, you've been taught one thing, then you learn something else, and then are you going to keep on, say, ignoring the truth once you actually find out and get the knowledge of the truth and just go along to get along? Mm-hmm. Or are you willing to make a difference? And what kind of difference are you willing to make?
Yeah. You know,
I know I said a lot.
When you just said that, the very first thing that came to my mind was, and this go back to, and we need to do a combo on, I think his name is Chad Johnson. He's the dude who's pretty much been coming out with a documentary. There's been a lot of controversy recently about his sentiments on Martin Luther King, calling him a Marxist and a communist, and basically showing that a lot of people that we think were working for us during the civil rights weren't really working for us, but
working against us.
I say that to say that the very first thing that came to my mind when you just said that mouthful was, at the end of the day, some of us have been fighting for so long for the government, the powers that be, and whites to actually acknowledge what we did and what we've been through, that we haven't even taken the opportunity ourselves to say, you know what? Well, fuck what they talking about. Let's make sure that we honor it. Let's make sure that we continue to share the history and spread it, because to me, that's how a lot of shit is getting lost in the sauce. Mm-hmm. A lot of these young folks don't know shit. It's like this, right? Nowadays, you know, we've been hearing a lot of little different buzzwords from the, you know, the holistic community and all of that, you know, where attention go, energy flow. Mm-hmm. So if your attention is focused solely on trying to beg and ask and fight someone else to say, you need to recognize me, you need to honor me, you need to, you know, validate this and that. Man, listen, and them motherfuckers ain't budge yet, because here's the deal. We all know that at the end of the day, one of the reasons why America won't acknowledge that shit is because they know it's gonna cause a ripple effect. Yeah. You acknowledge one, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, wait a minute. We got this one, that one, that's one.
But they acknowledge. See, my thing is they already acknowledging though other, say, people's gripes and injustices that's not even from this soil. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
But at this point, right, at this juncture.
Yeah, because they wasn't cause of it though.
Listen.
Look.
Do we continue to ask them though?
No, it's
or
not
do we make it our business to make sure we are the protectors and preservers of it? Because I ain't gonna lie, at this point, there's times where it's just like, man, when I find out certain things about our history, I damn near feel shameful. It's like, how the fuck did I not know that?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I educated on that? Why haven't anybody spoke on that?
But that goes on the simple fact of finding out the truth about, say, quote unquote education. Are we being educated or indoctrinated?
We already know we're not educated. Yeah. John D. Rockefeller.
Not only are we not being educated, but we both of those things. Mm-hmm. We're not being educated all while being indoctrinated.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm saying, like, even more recently when my I had a conversation with the girls, and it was just like, yo, I'm proud of y'all that y'all been doing y'all school thing, but dig this how the real world works. And of course, all of a sudden that caused a rift in our conversation because they felt like, with Dad, we've been in college, and I'm like, but I kind of don't give a fuck about A, B, and C. And that's a hard sell to somebody who got that sheet of paper who's like, look what I did, look what I done accomplished. And it's just like, listen, everything ain't what it seemed. You understand what I'm saying?
Because even with that, just living out of experience and stuff, at the end of the day, even when you have, say, a degree or degrees or whatever and shit, you are getting those degrees for the most part, most of the time, to go work for somebody.
To get a job, right.
Mm-hmm. So that person and shit that you go interview with still got to take a chance to hire you if they want to or not.
Hold on, but even the people that hire you ain't even qualified to hire you.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
you know what I mean? At my other little part-time job that I work and shit, I know them people ain't qualified to do shit because they incompetent as fuck.
Man, let me tell you something. I've learned watching people. We just had this conversation on the Rise and Ground Morning Show.
Yeah.
When you go to school, especially in today's climate, when you go to school for 4 years, you're actually 4 years behind.
That's what shit. That's what it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and most people don't get it, right?
Yeah.
And then when you finally graduate. When you finally do graduate, you still have a race that you're trying to beat other people.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because what you was in school for, they're not teaching you to keep up when you graduate. Mm-hmm. They trying to show. They telling you, oh, you got to go back.
Listen, that shit is trying to slow your ass the fuck down.
And they hire you at the lowest point, right? And I tell people, I say, y'all got to be careful. Like AI, right? Everybody knows scared of AI. The truth is, AI gonna take a lot of people's jobs.
Yeah.
And then there's no laws or regulations for AI.
Yeah.
On no realm or no level.
But I mean, you see this happening though, even with say education and stuff like that or whatever, where for the most part, like I said, you really are just going to school to be a better worker. You know what I mean? They're not really trying to teach you on how to be an owner.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's really just about the commitment, the discipline of getting up every day.
Well, I mean, that's for you personally.
But it's not.
But when you start to apply
Absolutely.
that in the actual world, say, okay, I got a degree. Man, I got two degrees myself. They don't give a, you know what I mean?
I know people got 5 degrees.
That's what I'm saying.
Degrees
and not even doing nothing in their field and shit like that, because it's like shit. When the shit gets real, just for example, your degrees didn't matter and shit when, say, your job told you and shit you had to go get, say, a COVID vaccine or anything like that. And I'm like, fuck your damn degree. You got to take this shit or keep this job. You understand what I'm saying? So let's be real. Like, which one is more better? And so I'm always saying, like, it's always good to have some skills that you didn't develop on your own that you can motherfucking like fall back on or actually use that and shit to be able to take care of yourself. Now, it's okay to still be educated and still have those things too to fall back on too. So it's kind of like you got to play this game. You know what I mean?
There's space for both.
Yeah. I want to answer the question though. And from my perspective, again, we do our ancestors a disservice when we learn of our history and we don't pass it and share it. And that's my answer.
Or don't even or not only just share it, but don't even like act on it. You know what I'm saying? In some kind of way. So like we always speak about, supporting black businesses or whatever you want to call it and stuff like that. So if we know that one of the best things for us to do is to support each other, right?
Yeah. And
we go out our way. A lot of times and stuff, some people go out their way not to support each other. That's when this shit becomes a problem and shit, as far as against, say, your ancestors and stuff like that, because at least, you know what I'm saying, that's what they was doing back in those times when they didn't have a choice but to work with each other.
I'll be very honest with you. Recently, I've been getting into herbs, right? So I found
smoking that shit, huh?
Yeah, that too. I found a couple herb places, right? It's black owned. I said, okay, dandelion root. They want to charge me $6.59 an ounce. I go to the Arabic, so the Muslims, $2.29. What should I do? So what I'm trying to say is, then when I went to the lady, she said, well, brother.
bro him.
She said, well, if you shop with them, you should shop with me. I said, but you are 3 times more, right? Or 2 times more at least, right? She said, but mine's is organic. And I said, well,
they could say the same thing.
Wait a minute, not only that, I seen 2 or 3 bags that come from the place I just left. You know what I mean? I'm saying, I see you shop with them too. And I get it if you don't have the resources to get the necessary herbs or roots or whatever, and you shop with them and you up the price. However, don't you think it's fair enough if you can tell people and be honest of your growth?
Yeah.
Say, listen, I'm just starting off. What I like for you to do? Some of my stuff I get that they can't get. Right? Some stuff I do either trade with them, barter, or whatever. But you don't have to be 3 times as much. You just don't.
Yeah.
It's a way to do business.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to turn around and then do the same thing that you despise. You know what I'm saying? When somebody is exploiting you, you know what I mean? Like your own people be exploiting you. That's one thing that I don't like.
The biggest lie is when people say black people don't support black businesses. I didn't see a white person until my 7th year in business.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think what people have to, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. So I think what people have to understand is that we don't have to support your black business just because it's a black business. Like, you need to make sure that your black business is professional and your black business has quality work and your black business is stocked for the demand and you are professional and you know how to talk to people. Because I would love to support your black business, but I'm not going to spend my money at your black business if I'm not being respected when I come to the door.
That's a hard sell.
In the entertainment business, like bars and clubs, you know what I mean, the nightlife for black businesses, you get the most disrespected. I ain't gonna say no names, but it's a lot of bars serving fake liquor, sending people sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Headaches instantly, and nobody want to say nothing about it.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful, and it's not the lies that's told about Tulsa and all that. But nobody trying to start another Tulsa, and if there is, we don't know about it.
Well, I think some people have and still get sabotaged.
The dude Jay Morrison.
Oh yeah.
He tried to start the Black Wall Street thing, and you got another guy, him and Julian. I can't think of Julian's name, but he been going after him crazy because he said pretty much, man, you got everybody's money and you didn't do right.
Right.
Or Dr. Umar Johnson and shit with getting all donations and shit for a fucking school that still ain't up by that's a whole.
You know. Again, you have my. When I was younger, I heard good intentions always ain't good enough.
Yeah.
Damn, you need to coin that shit. That's a good one.
Good intentions ain't good enough. And so my thing is this.
That's a hell of a
Instead of looking at maybe some of those people who might have had good intentions, because I mean the same could be said for Marcus Garvey back in the day. Yeah. You know, he had good intentions about doing things. I will say this a lot of times, and this is kind of where we falter. Unless we have the money, sometimes when folks start getting certain monies in their hand and it's coming from certain people, you have a lot more hands in the pot in terms of the decision making and things that got to go down, because that one person isn't always the one controlling and making all the decisions. So there's so many different factors that come into play when we start talking about open source or crowdfunding, if you will, financing and all the other kind of stuff. But I say that to say that there's some of these guys that it's like, hey, listen, I know you had good intentions, but maybe there's a time where we need to learn from some of the mistakes that they made. Because again, going back to your question in terms of that decision that they made against that the woman, when I saw that story, it was heartbreaking because she had been fighting for so long.
Now look at this. All right, so look at this.
But they just did not want to do. They didn't want to give her any. See, here's the thing, right? Because you didn't say this in that. This question that you asked, at the root of it, really was about reparations. Period. It was about and when you that's
reparations or restorations. How about that? And what I'm saying is restorations.
They're not going to look at it as restoration. They're always going to phrase it as reparations, which is why they don't want to do it.
The reason why I say restorations is because things that have happened to, say, our community and stuff like that need to be restored. Reparations would never happen, quote unquote, under this system if you're trying to ask this government, because it's unconstitutional. However, you know what I'm saying, you can sue, right, if damages and shit was done to your property, right? And that's what happened. That's why I say restorations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but restorations is none of it's going to get paid to us because it was a stolen country from the beginning.
Oh, so listen,
looted, pillaged.
So
all of the above, bro.
So the fight would never be with us being restored or reparations because we have no dogs in the fight. We just don't. But if you look at how the Constitution was set up, it tells you that we is 3/5 of a man. It takes 2 people to make 1 person.
Well,
then it takes 3 people. You know what I mean? It's oddly enough to where.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna keep on moving the goalposts, right? But not only that though, Cuz did say something earlier too, due to the fact of the characters or these politicians and stuff like that they are already paid for. For example, when it was time for, say, even when, say, Barack Obama was in office, right? The whole this whole situation or whatever was presented to him, and he straight up denied it. He never did anything. He never went there. Nothing, right? So once again, through all these different say Republicans or Democrats, it doesn't matter. They all collectively are against that thing, right? So are we going to keep on ignoring that shit as a people? So why?
Yes.
So. No, that's the whole thing. That's what we saying. No, you shouldn't ignore that shit. You know what I mean? Because
we shouldn't.
We
shouldn't.
Yeah.
But the answer is
are
yes.
we is yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. You know why? Because every time we vote a political figure in office, we agreeing to the very.
No, you consenting. So that's what I'm saying. Me, I don't. So that's just
no, you do.
No, I don't.
Because you pay taxes. So you do. Yes.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I'm giving you an example. If you pay taxes, you do.
Oh, I know.
If you pay property taxes, you do. If you pay anything that's dealing with federal government, you do.
Yeah.
And most of us do.
Yeah. I get it.
And so, and until we be off the grid, no DTE, no cell phones is hooked up to the basic, we the same.
You still consenting to the system.
The boy said that the best easy part of the solution or you part of the problem.
Yeah.
And right now, majority of Americans is part of the problem.
Yeah. I agree.
And I don't think that's gonna change. I don't think that's gonna change.
So, go ahead, sis. My bad.
Go ahead.
No, because I was just going to go ahead and spin it towards what we actually was going to begin this conversation with, what it ultimately came from was this past Thursday was quote unquote say Thanksgiving, all right? So are we going to keep ignoring the truths about say set holidays such as say a Thanksgiving, where we already know the main celebration, quote unquote, or where it extends from is really a genocide of a people. Right, so are people going to keep on ignoring that, or
yes?
Well, go ahead. I'll let you talk, and then I'm gonna
the answer is yes. It brings too much money. You notice that?
No. I'm saying I don't, because I got my whole little thing that I do. But
of course, individually. But we ain't talking about individualism.
But that's where we have to start, right? We have to start with
what do you do? What are you doing on Thanksgiving? On Thanksgiving, are you celebrating? This is what I really want to ask. Are you?
No, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
I don't celebrate no holiday.
But however, did I go around and give me some slave food? I did.
You was eating. Oh yeah, you did say oxtails. You was eating.
I didn't eat oxtails. That was him.
Talking about oxtails.
No, I'm laughing because look, I want to add this comment, right?
Yeah.
Years ago, I had a friend, and we got into this little riff about Christmas, and I'll never forget. Once I kind of woke up to, and I'm gonna be very intentional with what I'm about to say, to my truth, because I'm not gonna say that my truth is everybody else's truth, but it's my truth. Once I kind of woke up to my truth about the holidays, it's met with a lot of opposition. All right, a lot of people really buy into the holiday shit, the New Year shit, right? And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Throughout the years, that shit, I'm gonna tell you where it has caused a rift in my life, and is in relationships. Yeah. Because a lot of motherfuckers feel like, oh, it's the holiday. And you got the one motherfucker out of the whole that's saying, I don't give a fuck if it's the holiday. As a matter of fact, I don't mind if all y'all do something. Let me chill over here and get my day of rest because I don't want to be a part of it. And I'm going to tell you something. Motherfuckers look at me crazy. Oh, he must be doing something sneaky. He this and that. No, I mean, even with my kids. Now, mind you, do I enjoy coming together and loving on my fam and all that other kind of stuff? But man, listen, when we had this conversation, it kind of went like this. You're not gonna teach your kids about Santa Claus? Why? Because it's a fucking lie. And I'm basically gonna lie to them, and then when they get older, be like, I lied, surprise. And what she said to me was, Don, what you're really doing is robbing them of the fantasy,
their childhood.
Yeah, of the fantasy of it all. And I think that's your line. That's messed up to you and your kids.
No, that's lying.
And man, you know my mom, I'll never forget. I woke up one Christmas and I would always see my mom put the cookies and all that kind of stuff. So I go upstairs and, you know, I look at my mom, her little closet, and I saw all our gifts. The kid, I was like, yo, what is this? My mom put me to the side. She said, shit, ain't no Santa Claus. We Santa Claus. Now, mind you, she didn't want to look.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to tell my little sister at the time, but my mama told me the truth early.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to come back to that moment until after my kids are older. And you made a good point. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we indirectly join what everybody else is fucking doing. Yeah.
So
it was at a certain point in my life one day where I woke up and I'm just like, man, I didn't want to hear anybody's shit because Uncle Donald not the one celebrating with everybody and all this. And then one day I finally just said,
you start being the black sheep and shit.
Yeah. Well, I was complaining and then I became non-compliant. I said, man, fuck all of that. I ain't into that shit and that's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
clap that up, please. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think it's a disservice that we stepped away from Sunday dinners, which is a part of our heritage, right? Who does? I can't remember the last time I've heard anybody say in their family they're still consistently doing Sunday dinners.
Nobody.
But then we make it a point to celebrate the holidays that they gave us.
Some shit that ain't even real though. Like you know, and I equate this. You know, I let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I equate these holidays as a measuring stick for the economy because it's one in every fucking month except for August. But in August, that's a whole nother.
That's because it's the Leo holiday. Sorry.
Well, honestly, it's a lot of say quote unquote white supremacy stuff that has happened.
We got a holiday in every month.
Yeah, look at it. You got. Let's run it down real quick for y'all don't know. January, what we got? New Year's, right? February. Valentine's Day. March.
We got one in March.
Yeah, we do. St. Patrick's Day.
And President's Day is in February too, ain't it?
April. What you got?
Or January.
Easter. Right? May. Mother's Day. June. Father's Day. July 4th. August, like I told you. September. Labor Day and all the rest of the I forgot.
When Memorial Day?
Memorial Day is in
August.
No, it's not.
No, that's in May or something, ain't it?
No, it's
Memorial
not.
Memorial
Day is in May and Veterans Day is in October.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else we got? We was at October, Halloween. Right?
November
Thanksgiving,
Christmas.
December Christmas. So that's a way to keep track of. Hey, is people still buying into this fucking lie every month?
That's money.
There you go. Yeah, with the money. Yeah, of course. Because if we give you a fucking holiday, we're going to see how many people and shit going to go out here and spend their money towards this bullshit ass holiday.
Let's just say you dead on, right? The problem is we act like we can't have our own.
Oh, no, I know we can.
So here's the thing.
I started my own.
For now on.
In August, actually.
Black Friday is every Friday starting in January. You feel me? And the reason why is because I hate people dictating my outcome.
There you go.
You feel me? They gave us Cyber Monday to appease the nerds. The internet came out. We need something that we can really go off Cyber Monday right after Friday. Come on. You know what I mean? Black Friday was getting a lot of negativity, so Cyber Monday was probably coerced by who owns Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
It makes sense if he do it.
Yeah, because you buying stuff online. Guess who's the biggest fucking the biggest fucking corporation where you can buy shit online? Yeah.
But my main issue is this: I have not yet met. I hate to say the word none. So I've met very minimal black people who have their own business. They even have days that's designated for them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's sad because it's yours.
Yeah.
So why get lost in the sauce on Black Friday and Cyber Monday when you can say,
create
hey, look,
our own.
In motherfucking June, it's Tippy's Tuesday, and here's our biggest sale
just
of
like
the
in
fucking
June,
year.
I don't even like that 619 shit. That's some other tone
I never
bullshit too.
What is that?
Juneteenth
shit. Yeah.
No. Well, Juneteenth is kind of different, but that's the thing.
But it's not, because it's still been sanctioned by the federal government, and that shit was even a lie on how that shit even came about.
Well, I don't.
If you look at the history of that shit.
Who started Juneteenth though?
Man,
I can't speak on this, so I don't want to say.
So Juneteenth was established back in
Memorial Day is in May.
Well, just put it like this: it was established due to, say, a late notification to let, say, quote unquote, indigenous people, Indians or whatever, know that they was free. Right? It was like 2 years that happened prior. That they was set free, but they was still living in, say, captivity or whatever as slaves, and then they found out 2 fucking years later or whatever, right? So once
Telegram
again,
didn't make it.
Yeah, yeah, for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it didn't make it for 2 years. But anywho, what I'm saying is, it took, say, quote unquote, say, once again, a president to go ahead and acknowledge, like, people had already started doing their own thing for that. But then it should say what, Joe Biden or whatever. It
wasn't Joe Biden.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So hold on.
It was Joe Biden that just made it federal holiday or whatever.
He was the president, but I'm reading right now. It says Al Edwards was a pivotal figure in the push for state recognition of it. He championed the bill that made Juneteenth a holiday, and so it started in Texas in 1979.
No, that's in Texas. Yeah, that's where it's from. It's from Texas, but what I'm saying is to be federally recognized as a state.
Oh, it does say that. It does say the final push was Joe Biden. He signed the legislation establishing it as a federal holiday on June 17th of 2021. You're absolutely correct.
Go. You see what I'm saying? So once again, why are we
that took a long ass time from 1979 to 2020 fucking one.
But
that's crap, 50 fucking years. What the fuck?
But guess what? It's our fault. It's just our fault, bro. We don't fight for nothing unless it's babies involved, unless somebody got killed.
Well, the only thing is, like I said, I just have an issue with people ignoring the fact of these holidays, of what they really represent, and they actually spend money towards that. And like you said, we not sitting up there focusing on our own.
Yeah,
that's just my whole issue. Because I hear all this blackity black shit all the time. Like, I'm pro nigga this, I'm pro black that, and this, that, and other. But then as soon as Thanksgiving come around, hey, shit, we going out here to go get some turkeys and this, that, and other. It's like, come on, man. Now you feeding right into the bullshit. Even though we gonna use it as a day to go ahead and spend with family, come up with your own days, like you said. But Sunday dinner. You know what I'm saying? How about, say, family reunions and stuff like that still? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we missing a lot of those.
Yeah. Missing a lot of that shit.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I was in a deep meditation one day when I came out of it and had a conversation with someone. I was like, man, could black people as a whole, could melanated people as a whole in America be the biggest sufferers of imposter syndrome? And the reason why I say this is because, again, let's go back to where attention go, energy flow. For too long have we always tried to fit in with what the establishment have always did, to say, look at me, I'm one of you guys too, to the point where our focus is only on that, while we not focusing on all the things that uniquely make us us. And so now which is why I brought up the guy Chad Johnson about Martin Luther King. It was like, when you really think about it, during the civil rights movement, we started this fight, and we feel like we've always needed to fight. But what if we took all of that same energy and as a collective and said, you know what? I'm not gonna waste no time fighting with y'all motherfuckers no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and do what need to get done. Because I feel like with the amount of energy that we put into constantly trying to say, hey, recognize me. Hey, I'm over here.
That validation bullshit.
I need some help. Hey, don't cut this off because it's going to affect me. We didn't spend so much motherfucking time, energy, and brain power on that shit. We didn't forgot how to fucking survive and say, fuck y'all, I'm going to do this myself.
There you go.
We don't. It's like we don't even know how to go about doing it ourselves because we too busy trying to ask this motherfucker, can you please help me and please
give it to me. Give it to me. Just give it to me.
Not only that though, like you said, why would somebody that's, I've never met, say, anybody, right, that has oppressed somebody and said, hey, I'm going to educate you so So you can eventually
so you can come from up under this
How about-
oppression.
How about this? Miles
Like,
said it
that's
best.
crazy. Yeah.
If this country was founded on motherfuckers coming and taking shit, and that's the mentality.
Yeah.
What the fuck do
Gotta
we
take it
think
back.
is gonna make?
That's
Take your own life back and then control. We going to people who literally will go to it right now, any country in the world, and say, you know what? I think I need to figure out a way to kind of silently take over this motherfucker. But we're going to them asking, hey, can you help us?
I'm
Can you
gonna
please
tell
help
you how
us?
so fucked up we
That shit
are.
don't work.
There's plenty of vacant lots. We don't want to take over the vacant lots because they are vacant. We always want shit ready and handed to us, like here.
That's what I was saying. Give it to me.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. We don't have no farmers. We go to somewhere else and buy our food every day. I was sitting up there. I was in the Muslim market. I go to Papaya. They had 21 lemons for $2, and we sit up here going to other big stores.
Where the hell is Papaya? That's
It's a few of them.
They got 5 in the same
right there
neighborhood.
by my
in West Warren.
Yeah.
I mean,
they sell halal meat in there.
They
and
sell
stuff too?
halal meat. They sell fruit that you can afford. Like, bro, for real. Like a cabbage, 99 cents, that type of thing.
That shit sound like the 90s, them early 90s
Right.
prices.
Because they don't believe in ripping them. They don't rip themselves off.
I can't say this though. I gotta add this. I'll never forget.
Get this kind of stuff.
I did have the opportunity. Myself and another guy, Ronald Duncan. Shout out to Ronald Duncan. When we went, right after high school, there was this a brother. He owned a party store, laundromat, and beauty salon over off of on Puritan. I feel like it was near Kentucky, right? So, dude went to
Carson's.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a Carson. So listen, Ronald come to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Carson said, hey, you want to be your own man? Come on over here and we can." The store had been closed down for a minute. He said, "I'm gonna let you, open it up. Y'all can run it." So my man come to me and he like, "Yo, Don, let's get it together. You can do some food stuff in there. Boom, we got it going." And going back to this pricing stuff, and I'll never forget the price that we had to sell our Pepsi at. This was a conversation one day. We go in all the other stores and they're selling it for $1.89, but that was the price we had to buy it for. And I'm gonna tell you why we found out. All the Arabic stores that was running up and down Puritan, they all would bulk purchase
together.
Right? So one person was ordering and they drop a little off here, drop a little, but we didn't have that buying power. So we had to price that we were purchasing it at, they could sell it for only because they had bigger purchasing power. And it was a lesson. And so my thing at the time was, maybe we need to go ask them, can we order with y'all? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta find a way to make these things work. To speak on the herb stuff that you spoke on, because I remember that situation. It was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, we gotta buy it at what they selling it for. So yes, our shit was marked up. But it was, a thing that we had to experience, like you said, until you grow in business and everything else. It's a lesson learned. But I say that to say that there are too many of us that I feel as though if our energy and our focus is constantly on fighting against and for something, we could take that same energy collectively and say, wait a minute, I don't want to fight no more, because that's done blow up my ass out the frame. How about we do A, B, and C? That black supermarket, the Co-op, I can't think of that. They have so many members downtown. I need, you know what? I'm free this week. I'm gonna go, and when we come back Monday, because I haven't been yet. I've been wanting, and they've been open for about fucking 3-4 years
3
now.
years.
I need to get in there. I mean, it's a hike from across town, but I really have been saying, man, I want to, because recently when we had this EBT debacle and the government shutdown, they actually came together to keep groceries and food on motherfuckers' table. So I said I want to make sure I go down and support. Shout out to the Co-op too. And actually, we need to have them on the show one day. You know what I'm saying? And see, how that all came together. I think that'd be a beautiful thing.
You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to add on the way on out the doses?
Not really.
He said, not really.
Not really.
All right.
That tiredness kicking in.
Right. Dr. Rutters, what you got?
Yes. Let's get back to Sunday dinners. That's my control.
I think while you playing, I think today, y'all need to mark the day to say Sunday dinner, post y'all pictures with y'all family while y'all having dinner on your page.
Okay.
And it would start something. You know what I mean? Because I think it's very important to say who's at your family dinner or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I've learned that people, once they see, they're like, damn, we haven't had family dinner. Yeah, y'all, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People will imitate it if it's right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay. What about you, cuz?
Man, that's a beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to my Uncle PJ. He taught me a lot in my life, and I'll never forget. You know, some time ago, I probably was in my late 20s, and he looked at me one day. He said, "Dun, it's gonna come a time where, you know, you're gonna be responsible for making sure you keep the family together." And I feel like all of this thing, you know, you brought up individualism, you as well. These things stem around going back to, again, you know, the beautiful thing about family and tradition is that within that traditional structure, we're able to, you know, keep morals, values, and virtues alive. And I feel like because so many of us have, you know, we caught in the rat race of trying to make a living, trying to support the fam, trying to have fun, have hot girl summer, thugged out, whatever. We've gotten completely away from our family virtues and values and our morals and things that are actually 10 times more important as a whole. But we don't realize that until, you know, now the shit's fucked up. You know, we don't realize that until you got that 16-year-old boy who's not respecting no men. You understand? We not realizing that until we got these young women who pregnant, but as long as they with a dude with some money, oh girl, you okay? You know, you understand what I'm saying? Those things that really help us to be better as a community. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about this dinner on Sunday, it took me back to that. Like, man, that's the time where grandma would ask you, how you doing in school? And you couldn't, you know, aunties would say something to you, hey, you know, don't be acting up. And they, you know, they shored up, you know what I'm saying, that village with make sure you get your ass in order. Village. You understand what I'm saying? All of those kind of things.
And
so
that's where
I agree, it's a beautiful suggestion.
History. That's where, as young women, we learned how to cook, being in the kitchen with them while they was preparing Sunday dinners. We don't have that anymore. That's where we got that mentorship from, that, you know, the older women pouring into the younger women, and now we don't have that.
No, we don't. I mean, and the sad part is when someone finally do it, then we being laughed at and made mockery of, right? So even the same thing, we got to control our music, our films,
our culture,
our TV shows, and our podcasts. Because these are the driving forces that people have their eyes and ears on the most.
We definitely got to figure out how to get it back. Because even now, like, I'm looking at my younger cousins, and it's like, because we stepped so far away from what we grew up under, they don't even listen to us as elders. You know what I mean? Like, we would never challenge our elders the way these young adults
elders, older cousins, all of that.
That's because we are, in our own families, you know better than me. No, my grandmother is better than me. My uncle is better than me. He got this far. You know what I mean? Life expectancy in our community,
real shit,
is messed up. To where we don't even. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 54. I never thought I was gonna live past my mother's age. You feel me? And so I'm noticing now, food is taking us out. I don't have to worry about no nigga. Food. Food taking us out.
And I laughed because you just made me think of something. I was talking to my homeboy. Shout out to Deontay. I'm talking to my homeboy, and he said, man, you know what? In these last, he said, 20, 30 years of my life, he's like, man, everybody, you know, we're having a conversation about how many of us just only worship money. and he said, man, you could be 5 years old, but if you got the bag, you got grown people talking about something. What's up, big homie? To the 5 year old. And it's for real.
Yeah, that shit.
And you don't have that elder that say, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. When your ass come in here,
Right.
you gonna have your shit together. You gonna be respectful. You get what I'm saying? You just can't do whatever the fuck you want to do because you the one with the bag. And I feel like part of the culture.
There's a bad bitch right now in our hood. I'm sorry.
Part of our culture kind of celebrates that, if you the one with the money, then you don't gotta abide by no fucking rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and then that's how you got these young hip hop artists that got to go back and forth in drug rehab and constantly in and out of jail because motherfuckers instead of motherfuckers getting in their ass when they do shit, they running up with their hand out. Hey, help me. And now if you constantly gotta ask a motherfucker for help, then you become complicit and you don't want to stir the pot. You don't want to tell a motherfucker, hey, look, that wasn't cool what the fuck you did. Exactly. Get your ass offline using all them fucking drugs. Stop saying all that dumb shit so that the world can see you, because that's how people judge you. We don't have that anymore because you got grown motherfuckers asking a 5-year-old, calling a 5-year-old big homie.
That's declared as a bad bitch in the neighborhood nowadays.
Man,
you see all that here? You see all that bullshit?
Yeah.
That's what women is mocking. That's crazy as fuck to me.
Hey, look, y'all. Hey, look.
I gotta show this, man. Look at this fucking horse. I gotta put this on the fucking screen, bro.
She is beautiful.
Look. What's that? An asymmetrical bob this bitch got? with the boots?
Asymmetrical bob is
this
crazy.
Motherfucker Bob said, this is the bad bitch right here.
That's bad bitch when they walk in the club.
Hey, look, y'all. Hey, look. Check this out. Y'all get at me. Hey, we having a second annual bowling party. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come through, make sure you tap in, hit me up or whatever, and let me know. See if we got some space for you. You know what I'm saying? So we got that coming up at the end. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all holler at me, text me, hit me up or whatever, email me, whatever. All right. And then also December 22nd, we are having our annual year-end review. In the last show for the year. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. And y'all make sure y'all support all the way through. And stop ignoring the fucking truth, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Please. On that note, we gonna flex on out. Stop ignoring the truth, bastards.
Yeah. Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. G.A.M.G, muscle gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoyia, Dashawn, and Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.